SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 3 in the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com, one of my favorite handicappers of all times that we've had on this show. Why? Simple. Good advice and winners. Last week again, 2-1 in the NFL. Troy West, thanks for being back with us this week.
Thanks a lot, Pete. Another great week in the NFL. I thought last week was actually a tough week as far as the lines went. Feel a little bit better about this week, so we're happy to get away with 2-1. Now 5-1 on the SBR Videos in the NFL, and we just felt good on Monday having a winning weekend. So
absolutely.
Lines were tight. I do feel a little bit better going into this week, so I'm looking forward to being back on the videos and giving out some more winners, Pete.
Right. Like I said in the first video I did with you, you know, all plays win is a little bit misleading. Not all your plays are going to win, right, Troy?
Not all of them are going to win. We're going to win for you long term. That I do assure you. So come take a look at our website and see what we have to offer, Pete.
For sure. And I can vouch, yeah, not all of them are going to win, but a hell of a lot of them are going to win. So that's what we're looking for here. All right, St. Louis at Dallas is the first game we're going to talk about. Dallas at home, -4, 47. Now, last week, Dallas was one of your winners. You gave us Dallas on the road. They didn't win, but they did cover the 3-point spread. So I'm going to assume that you like Dallas here again. I'm going to disagree with you, though. You know, I'm looking at this. Dallas is still, you know, they kind of still, maybe they're a little bit better this year. They're still kind of the same old unreliable team. Tony Romo, I don't feel good about betting him as a home favorite, and especially not against a team like St. Louis, kind of a young team with a lot of pep in their step. You know, they don't have high expectations this year. They're just looking to play well every week. I know Dallas is good, but, you know, giving St. Louis more than a field goal, my pick here would be St. Louis +4, but I'm assuming you like Dallas, right?
Yeah, you're right, Pete. We're going to roll with Dallas. We're 2-0 with them so far. I think we're going to bet them all 16 weeks and see if they cover. No, just kidding. But I do like Dallas in this football game. I really do. I think Dallas is coming off a tough loss at Kansas City, and we all know that Kansas City team's much improved.
Sure.
I heard that stadium was louder than hell. So for Dallas to go in there, they really have that game. They're up. At one point, they're up 13-7 most of the game, and then they went up again late. Worked for a couple calls here and there. I think Dallas could have snuck out with a win. Now they come back home against the St. Louis team who, you know, they did fight back, but they were getting blown out by an Atlanta team. Who,
sure.
You know, Atlanta's tough, but, you know, I think Dallas is going to be kind of in that same element as Atlanta's, where they like to throw the football. Big wide receivers like Dez Bryant, very similar to a guy like Julio Jones. So I think the Rams may have a tough time slowing down this Dallas team, and I like Dallas's defense to play a little bit better. So I think 4 is a low number for Dallas at home against the St. Louis team that they really should beat. So I got Dallas winning this game, Pete, 31-20, and which covers the 4. I like Dallas by double digits, 10-point win here for the Cowboys.
No, I hear you, Troy. I hear you, Troy. And, of course, you know, if it was anyone else, I'd be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. With you, I'm thinking, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. But, you know, I look at this, like we look at the line with St. Louis at Atlanta last week, right? I saw it. It opened at 7, right? I said to myself, the Sharps are going to come in on St. Louis here, and I think I'd bet it too. The Sharps did come in on St. Louis. I bet it at 7. Got a push. You know, as soon as it started going down, 4.5, 4, wherever it closed, yeah, then you start to think that Atlanta was a side with value, and the guy we previewed that game with took him at -6.5, so he actually got a cover there. I'm just thinking, you know, St. Louis is the kind of team that's just not going to give up, precisely because they don't have high expectations. You know, if they're expecting themselves to be an ass kicker this year and then they get down, maybe they'll, you know, fold on the road at Dallas. But here, you know, even if they're down, you know, 2 touchdowns, you know they're young, they're going to keep fighting, and it's just Tony Romo and Dallas. They're just a classic bad bet as a favorite, as a home favorite. It just makes me nervous. But you think this is a kind of a different year for Dallas, huh?
I do. You bring up great points, and history will tell you that this is probably a bad bet to take Dallas here. I just think Dallas is much improved. I'm going to be the first to say in this video, I do think they're going to win the NFC East. I thought they should have got that game last week. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a refreshing game for Dallas to be home. I think they are clicking well on offense. You look at the way Dez Bryant played last week. He had a phenomenal game. I think they slipped up a few, like I said, a few turnovers, and Dallas wins that game, and they're 2-0, and who knows what you're saying about them this week if they're 2-0. So I do think they're improved, and I think they get a very average St. Louis team coming in this week, and it really could have been ugly if Atlanta didn't take the foot off the gas last week. They could have lost by 3 touchdowns. They did crawl back a little bit, lost by 7, as you said. I got to roll the Cowboys. I got to think they win this game, and I think they do it by more than 4 points.
All right, great insights, Troy West. Yes, history tells us that Dallas as a home favorite is not a good bet, but more importantly, history tells us that Troy West from allplayswin.com knows what the hell he's talking about. Thanks so much, Troy.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it.